Hey, barrister, senior advocate. Oh, Falana has finished our Daddy Gio now. Daddy Gio, wait, what did Daddy Gio do to you people? Pastor Adeboye said something now, and everybody is using it. Away, Uncle Falana, Mbok now. Why? Why are you doing that to our Daddy Gio? Okay, for those of you who don't know what has been going on, Daddy Gio made a statement. You guys know that Gio is older, and I expect people should give him that respect. I'm sorry if maybe I'm coming at this case in a very not so forward manner. I feel, see, when people get older, they say certain things that maybe they didn't mean it to hurt someone, but they pass the information in a way that may hurt you. I'm not making excuses for Daddy Gio. I'm only saying that Pastor Adeboye may not have said this thing to make Nigerians unhappy. But the only reason Nigerians are really sad about what he said is because they feel that in Jonathan's time, Daddy Gio came out to protest. And when he got to Buhari's time, because a member of his church, a senior member of his church, a senior advocate also, was the vice president, so he didn't do anything. He didn't protest. He never spoke about the government. The only thing they saw him do is when the government invites him to come, for religious gathering where they will tell him, okay, talk to your religious people so that they don't fight, they don't do this, all this kind of peacekeeping kind of thing. So until Buhari left, Daddy Gio never came out to protest for one day. So when Tinubu came and Tinubu removed the fuel price, people went out to protest. Daddy Gio never said one word. Rather, he took people on the day they were supposed to do the protest. They went for a prayer walk where people will come out in their numbers to go for prayer walk. So Nigerians started dragging him to say, Pastor, you have members in your church who are feeling what we are feeling. Why are you making it look like we are the only ones feeling it and you are not even, bringing out the people to protest? Imagine this crowd you pulled to go for prayer walk. If you had put it into protest, it would have made headway. So, and just recently, a picture, in fact, during the campaign, where people were dragging Daddy Gio, Daddy Adeboye, that he is one of Tinubu's allies and he supports Tinubu, and that is why he can never say anything against Tinubu or even condemn whatever Tinubu had done. So, and the picture has been circulating where it was him, what's that man's name? Is it Fayoshi? No, not Fayoshi. Is it Fayoshi? The former Fashola, the former governor of Lagos State, together with Daddy Gio and Tinubu, they sat on a dining and it's like they just ate or they were about to eat when they took that picture. And that picture was before Tinubu became president. So somebody was saying that was the meeting they used in deciding the fate of Jonathan. But I like the fact that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan doesn't really care. He's doing fine. After governance, he's doing so fine. It's not like some people like Buhari that finished governance and nobody is calling him to say, come and do this, come and do that. No international organization is calling him to come and do stuff because the man bastardized the economy. He took the economy to a level that was not something. If his government was not inherited by someone who is in their party, they would have exposed a lot of things. That's what they do. You hardly see someone who is in the same party with another person exposing them. So, and I don't know the podcast Falana, senior advocate Falana, was on when that's Fast the Bad Guy's father. I don't know where he was when he did that short clip. It's just that for reuse content wahala, I don't like putting videos on my videos. And he said that Daddy Gio is surprised that Daddy Gio is mentioning that he wants to open more churches so that it will be easy for people it will be a walking distance to people. They will not need to pay money to get there, that kind of stuff. That somebody mentioned that what Daddy Gio said is that he's opening business centers, not churches. That fella sang it in a song that a lot of people are too religious than being spiritual. that they are just being religious, they're not spiritual. And from the way senior advocates they talked about this whole thing, it seems he also is a child of God, and like he's a Christian and he's born again in the way he spoke. But you see, when we keep bringing up all these things, I felt that Daddy Adeboye wouldn't have talked about that whole thing. He wouldn't have talked about the he wouldn't have talked about the dollar issue, because that thing really really didn't go well with Nigerians. They really dragged him. They've been dragging him since yesterday or day before yesterday, so they are not happy that he's speaking about it. He said that he made a comment that sounded like, oh, well, before before Tinubu took over, there was no things were bad. When Tinubu took over, he now crashed the dollar. That it was their prayer, because from the first clip, he said it was their prayers that made dollar not to be 10,000. That dollar would have gone to 10,000, because as we speak, the last time we knew, dollar was almost 1,800. Before I did this video, I've not checked to know the current price. So he said Tinubu had crashed dollar. So guys, I don't know if you are watching this video and you know the current price of dollar to naira. Please drop it on the comment section, because at the time this video is being done, I've not checked. But the last time I knew dollar, it was about almost 1.8. It was 1,007 something. So right now, if Daddy Adeboye is saying that Tinubu has crashed the dollar and made naira to appreciate, let us know. So a lot of people started saying that it's because that the GO is ally, and so he has not condemned right from that. The same man who condemned Jonathan so much, because people have accused them that round table they sat on, that dining they sat on, was where they stayed to decide the fate of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Well, for good luck's sake, sometimes when I blame people, I don't blame people, because Goodluck knew that he knew where he was coming from. He was supposed to put more effort down south. Yes, down south, southeast. But he didn't do that. He concentrated on one particular zone that sold him out. At the end of the day, it's that same zone that called him and told him to concede defeat. That's how life is. When you don't take care of your own family, the day something will happen, that's how the people too will walk away. Learn to take care of your family. Learn to be there. But guys, please forgive Daddy Adeboye, because I think he's older. He may not have communicated the right way he is supposed to communicate. He's sorry. We apologize on his behalf, and we just hope that from henceforth the church authority, begin to censor what he will say in public, just so that all this unnecessary attention will not be on him as a public figure, as a father in the Lord, and as also a daddy GO. Is not a joke. That's a general overseer. It's not a joke. So guys, I just thought to bring this to you to say that Tinubu has not crashed the dollar. Daddy GO was speaking in, I don't know the term to use. So he did not crash any dollar. And Falana dragging him. He said somebody mentioned that the GO is opening more, centers, business centers, not churches. I didn't know that there will be a time in our life where the church will be used for caricature, because most of our men of God are not able to censor what they say, how they say it. And most times it could be in an interview where the person, cut out some clips to make it, look like the person is bad, and then people will rush to YouTube to go watch it. But in this case, it was a normal session. He was speaking to the people, the congregation, and he said it was their prayer that made dollar not to get to 10,000, and Nigerians are really upset with that statement.